I have to change the knives of this handheld planer. There are 3 nuts that keep the knife holder in place in the cutter head. So with an open-end wrench I screw those nuts so I insert them into the knife holder. Like that they don't press against the cutter head. But despite now the knife holder is loose, I cannot take away the knife holder. But if I push the knives, I can take them away. Before I can take the knife holder away, I must unscrew these other Allen screws. These ones are to set the knife height, and when they protrude the bottom of the knife holder, it is impossible to take it away, because they bump into the planer side. Here we can see how they protrude the bottom of the knife holder, and if I unscrew them, they don't protrude anymore. And because I have removed the knife holder, now I can clean the cutter head. And I take the other knife holder away, and I clean the cutter head. And I also clean the knife holders. These are the old knives. And these are the new ones. The planer knives have 2 cutting edges, and if I damage one edge, I can turn the knife so I can use the other edge. But I have already damaged both edges of the old ones. The slot in the knives must coincide with the little protrusion we can see there in that sheet in the knife holders. If I cannot insert the knife, I can pull the sheet in the knife holder to open it. Now the nuts must look to the front of the planer, and they must be completely screwed into the knife holder. It is impossible to put it there like this. I must insert it through the side, at an angle and grazing the side of the planer. And the height setting screws must not protrude the back of the knife holder, otherwise it is impossible to insert it. I center both the knife holder and the knife to make sure they don't graze against anything. Now I unscrew the nuts until they slightly press against the cutter head, but they just press slightly. Now I must move the knife up until the cutting edge is perfectly aligned with the planer fixed base. Here we can see it is below the fixed base. I use the Allen wrench to tighten the Allen screws, and like that I move up both the knife holder and the knife. But while the knife holder moves up, it presses more against the cutter head, because the top of the opening in the cutter head is narrower than the bottom. So I unscrew the nuts just a bit, and I keep moving the knife holder up until I can align the knife edge with the planer fixed base. Because I don't want to damage the knife with the metallic measuring ruler, I will use this strip to check the knife position. I want the cutting edge to slightly graze the wooden strip. And I tighten the nuts. and I make sure the knife is still in place. And now I will adjust the other knife. There we can see how the knife moves up. I must make sure I align both ends of the knives. I will also clean the metallic bases with 400 grit sandpaper. Like this the planer will slide smoothly. I attach the strip I want to plane, and let's see how it works. I press the front base on the strip. I turn the planer on and I begin to plane the strip. When both the front base and the back base are on the strip, I press both uniformly. And when I reach the end of the strip, I just press the back of the plane on the strip. And after planing, the wood surface is perfectly flat and smooth. And because the knives are aligned with the fixed base, it doesn't leave a mark in the end of the strip. Thanks for watching.